It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ellenson matched up with Carmelo Anthony. Here comes the screen. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Anthony to Covington. Henry Ellenson rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Has a chance. Wide open look won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Lillard to Anthony. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from long range. Not going down here. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Lillard to McCollum from long range. And C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lillard to McCollum. Off the mark. And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, counted.
It's like practice.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
C.J. McCollum, 3 for 4. Good start.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Portland's got it. Lillard to McCollum. Take stock of the floor. Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Lillard to Covington. Gets a look. Can't hit. Screen coming. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next.
Covington to McCollum. To the rim, lays it up and in.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
That's me. I got ball.
Yusuf Nurkic pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Trailblazers with the basketball to McCollum. Probing the defense. C.J. McCollum. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Kevin Knox. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Los Angeles Clippers 1-3-4, Atlanta Hawks 8-8.
To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Jay, how does Portland bounce back from the disappointment losing in 4 to New Orleans last year?
Well, you need your stars to shine the brightest in the biggest moments, and we did not see that from their 2 stars in that first-round series against the Pelicans. So these 2 stars need to be great and great all the time.
Kevin Knox. Blazers have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Washington Wizards 3-9, Houston Rockets 6-9.
3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throws good for Lillard. The Blazers add 1 more to their total. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Dennis Smith Jr.
Hey, watch this screen.
Probing the defense. Surveys the floor. Myers Leonard, a able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. To Lillard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Knocks it down off the step back.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. It's Portland ball. Sizing up the defense.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Detroit Pistons 4-1-3, Cleveland Cavaliers 8-9.
Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a look. And 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Dennis Smith Jr. New York with 4 to shoot. The shot missed by Smith. Lillard to McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. To McCollum. To Lillard. Trying to cash in. D's got it. Damian Lillard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Smith with the basketball. 5-point game. Jumper's good. McCollum into the front court. Leads 3. To Lillard. Mitchell Robinson tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
New York in control of the basketball. Hayden. And he buries it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lillard to McCollum. They'll get it down to Leonard. Can't connect. Smith now into the front court. Down a point. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Dennis Smith Jr. up against the Weber State product. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. And the rebound taken in by Hood. That misses with 3 seconds left. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Rodney Hood. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 1, Evan Turner.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter in the books with the Blazers in front. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
McCollum. Portland has 4 to shoot. McCollum. Missed it. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Possession lies with New York. Smith to Payton. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. To McCollum. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. So possession stays with the Blazers. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 7, Skull, into the game for New York. Number 20,
Hood. McCollum picked up by Noel. Fires the 3. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Evan Turner with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. Smith into the front court. Right now, down 7. Payton to Dennis Smith Jr. The drive right to the basket. Payton. Can't connect from in close. McCollum with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. To Payton. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Trailblazers take over. McCollum. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. So it remains Portland basketball. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
subbing in for
Lillard. They get it down to Turner. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Smith. To Rivers.
Big pick right there.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. The follow won't go either.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Lillard to Anthony. Covington to Lillard. 4-3. Damian Lillard. Not much more the defense could have done. It's a contested 3.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Kid Gilchrist. Picked up by Carmelo Anthony. To Dennis Smith Jr. Gets it in the left corner. For 3. And the rebound taken in by the Trailblazers. Hood. The possession lies with New York. And a nice finish at the rim.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lillard, guarded by the former Dookie. Has a look. Can't connect. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Margins 8. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just
Rising above the rim, a Carmelo Anthony special.
ooh, is today Throwback Thursday? A little flash of the old Melo right there.
Rivers into the front court. Down 8. Robert Covington swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Dame rises. D has got it. Damian Lillard. He's now 4 for 6.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Here comes the screen. Good shot, no good. To Rivers.
Hey, watch the screen left. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
That's going to be out of bounds. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Portland has the ball.
It's me, I got it.
Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Has a chance. Anthony with the rebound. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Kevin Knox. And it's a Blazer rebound. Lillard for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Payton. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Has a look. No good. Lillard to Anthony. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Kevin Knox. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Slams it down.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career.
Another follow. Stays out. Yusuf Nurkic snatching it out of the air. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. To Rivers. New York with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended, but Knox with the 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Well defended. Rivers with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Doesn't get the bounce. Lillard. Kevin Knox to Rivers. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
It's Lillard for 2. Almost, but no good. Yusuf Nurkic with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Nurkic. He was hacked. They let it go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Number 25, Austin Rivers.
Portland's got it. Lillard to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Got some for him.
Here comes the screen. And he hits.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lillard to Nurkic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Yusuf Nurkic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. And he misses that one free throw. Smith with it up top, trailing by 11. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Hood to Covington. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. To Kevin Knox. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Blazers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Trailblazers have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers. The Knicks were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Bench points.
The New York Knicks are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
McCollum was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
McCollum into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Rodney Hood. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. McCollum with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Rodney Hood. Oh, he's denied.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. He's now 5 for 6.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And the rebound comes to Aminu. McCollum into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
New York Knicks basketball. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
McCollum into the front court. His team up by 7. To Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
McCollum to Rodney Hood. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Lets it fly from long range. That won't go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Down low, Noel. Yusuf Nurkic sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here comes the screen. New York with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Not that time. Oh, and a putback.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
McCollum with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Nothing going here on that drive. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Evan Turner, guarded by Nerlens Noel. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Trailblazers with the basketball. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Count the basket at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Screen coming. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Substitution being made in this one. Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys down 11. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rivers. Here comes the screen. Rivers, guarded by Nurkic. To Dennis Smith Jr. Has a look. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Goes 2 for 2. To Covington. Lillard to Covington. Down low Nurkic. Nice pass to get things going.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Rivers sizing up the all-star Lillard. Knocks it down off the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Covington to Lillard. Work it down to Nurkic. Nerlens Noel with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Rivers. Tight space with the crossover from long range. Austin Rivers is going to get a chance at 3 here. Career mark of 64%. Misses the first. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Unfortunate. Missed all 3 at the line. Short jumper won't fall. Kevin Knox to Rivers. Curling inside. Got it.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Lillard matched up with Rivers. To Rodney Hood. Down low Nurkic. Nurkic rocking the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Rivers into the front court. His guys down by 9. A pass stolen by Portland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Austin Rivers, down low Noel. Shot from the lane won't go. Lillard picked up by Rivers. To Nurkic. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Elfrid Payton, defended by Lillard. Smith to Payton. Five seconds to shoot. Dennis Smith Jr. And the rebound comes down to Portland. To Lillard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. free throw's good for Lillard. The Blazers add one more to their total. Into the front court comes Smith. 14-point deficit. Kevin Knox to Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. Payton. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Payton into the front court. Trailing by 14. Kevin Knox to Payton. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
2 points.
It's Portland ball. Here comes the screen. Lillard matched up with Noel. Nothing going here on that drive. Damian Lillard, he's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Nerlens Noel has got 2 shots coming. Not the best career mark, 62%. And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Lillard. Oh, emphatic slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Elfrid Payton against Leonard. And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Labissiere with a shot, no good. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
3 quarters complete with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. The Knicks to inbound here to start the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Trailblazers take over. To Lillard. Has a chance. Lillard shot, no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. And the margin down to 8. Curling inside. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. Kid Gilchrist matched up with Aminu. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Portland has the ball. Lillard to McCollum. Screen coming. McCollum shot off the mark. Count it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lillard down low for Leonard. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
My ball.
And the basket good at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
And a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. McCollum. Gets a shot up off the mark. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To McCollum. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knicks with the basketball. Hayden to Kevin Knox. Short jumper won't go down. Ellenson picked up by Carmelo Anthony. To McCollum. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. Smith with the basketball. The deficit is 6. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Dennis Smith Jr., a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First try, no good. knocks down the second after missing the first. McCollum into the front court. Up 5 to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Smith now into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Yusuf Nurkic rejects it, and he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Portland's got it. McCollum to Rodney Hood. McCollum, work it down to Nurkic. Mitchell Robinson sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Knicks with 4 to shoot. And scores on the step back.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
McCollum with the basketball. Up by 3. Hood to Nurkic. Mitchell Robinson pins it.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Stepping in for the Knicks, number 25, Austin.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a chance. Hood shot. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To McCollum. Can slam it down. Rivers with the basketball. His guys down 3. To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Smith turns and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
McCollum into the front court. Leads 1. Here comes the screen. Anthony matched up with Rivers. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. McCollum with the basketball. Leads 3. Anthony to McCollum. Here comes the screen. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
5 on the shot clock. Has a look. Can't connect. Shot was forced. McCollum into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Anthony. Covington. They'll get it down to Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down 3. Dennis Smith Jr. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Smith to Kevin Knox. Trying to cash in. Shot won't go. Another shot won't go either. Hood. Pass down low to Carmelo. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Yusuf Nurkic. Huge block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Yusuf Nurkic. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Trailblazers with the basketball to Anthony. Covington. To McCollum. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. Robert Covington. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
McCollum with the basketball. All tied up. Just underway in this 4th quarter. Lillard to Nurkic. Knocked loose. Knicks have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
To Kevin Knox. The pass set it all up.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. McCollum to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 4 out of 7. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
McCollum into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Here comes the screen. Anthony to Covington. Fires the 3. Not that time. He misses. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. From the painted area, won't go down. Lillard to Nurkic. Nurkic rocking the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Anthony. Covington. Here's a tie-up and an intentional foul. That means free throws coming with a little under 30 seconds to play.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. McCollum to Nurkic. Mitchell Robinson swats it. Incredible. 6 tonight. And now they'll get the intentional foul. Free throws coming up with 15 seconds to go.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now the Blazers will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Can't connect from in close. It's a victory for the Knicks as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks emerged victorious after a tight finish. No one should be surprised that we're highlighting all of the shots that were blocked in this contest. It's just amazing how one swat can fire up a team, and even their coach. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks. The Trailblazers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Robinson seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.